It's not a bad thing, nor a wrong thing, not to do anything sometimes. Yeah. Sometimes we fill our life up with too much things. Yeah. We should sometimes, on purpose, just do nothing. You know, just sit there. Like what we always do. No, but consciously not do anything. Yeah. Because sometimes, unconsciously, we tie our self-worth with doing things. You know? Our self-esteem, our self-worth, the value we bring to people, to society, we tie that with doing things. Yeah? And so, if we are suddenly doing lesser, we feel like our self-worth, our value has decreased. Many individuals, when they retire, it happens. People actually just degenerate, you know. They feel they probably feel down, yeah. But sometimes it's hard to pin it down, yeah, because it's like if you ask someone who is in that state, like, are you okay? Yeah, I should be okay. I'm not busy anymore. I have no stress from work anymore. By right, should be happy. But don't know leh. Yeah, so some of this is actually a very deep-seated sense of what self-worth is. And so when that is suddenly taken away, and even though we you know, in Singapore it's quite structured, 60 plus, then you count down. Yeah. But when it really happens, Japan, some 20 years back, they started experiencing that. I saw some journals, some articles about how in Japan, way back, yeah, in the 80s and 90s, they already have depression and suicide cases increasing. Yeah, and it's tied to retirement. It's a sad thing, isn't it? Yeah, having contributed to society all their life, and then at the end of the day, you get your retirement, and then you feel down. Yeah. So it's important to get ready for that. Yeah. But even more importantly, to know that it's okay not to do anything. Yeah. It's okay. Yeah, just look at me. 15 years and counting. But that's the perception, isn't it? For some people. For those of you who know me long enough, you know, oh, 事业凶. Do you know what is 事业凶? Don't know. You know it, but behind you don't know. We'll come to you in a while. Then I'll explain to you, okay? Yeah. So in the Buddha's time, there were those who have this notion also. They feel that the Buddha and his monks, or for that matter nuns, are not contributing because they don't do anything. Not something that is measurable in terms of GDP anyway. Yeah. So there was this conversation between the Buddha and this farmer. The Buddha was walking along, and this farmer come along and like question him, you know, like, you ascetic, you all don't deserve food. You don't do any work. Whereas look at us. We plow the field, we tend to the crops, we sow the seeds. I mean, not in that order. Yeah. And then we reap the harvest. So we deserve, all that. What do you do? And so the Buddha's reply was most interesting. The Buddha said, oh, well, we do work also. Our mind is our field. We plow with mindfulness. Yeah? And in this way we reap the benefits. Yeah. So it's not a new notion. It's not a new idea, it's not a Chinese thing or Indian thing. Yeah? In the Buddha's time, there were people who look at cultivators and like, oh, what are you doing? As Buddhists, we may not consciously think in that way. Yeah. Non-Buddhists, some of your friends who are nominal Buddhists, they may feel, they may not consciously say, 师父, but when you tell them you go for retreat, they may say, go for retreat for what? You go there do nothing. Yeah. So sometimes that can be an opportunity for us to start a conversation, to share with them what nothing entails. And for that matter, what something means, to do something. The notion that, if you do something, then it is of more value. Not always. And for that matter, when we so-called do nothing, we're not really doing nothing, isn't it? I mean, for some of you, maybe you are really doing nothing. But in fact, I'll tell you, even if you sit there, if you can really do nothing, that is of high value. Because not everybody can stop their mind from unhappy thoughts. If you can stop your body, speech and mind totally and do nothing, meaning you stop greed, hatred and delusion. And let's not go so far to say stop greed, hatred and delusion, okay? If you can even stop worrying, because if you're worrying, you're not doing nothing. If you're really doing nothing, it means you're not worrying. If you can stop worrying, wow. Do you know how many people in the world envy you? If you can stop craving, and I'm not talking about the paticca samuppada leading to enlightenment type of craving. I'm just talking about how people crave for a bigger house, crave for a promotion. If you don't crave in that way, then immediately you are a friend to all your colleagues. Because immediately you are not fighting with them for what they also want. So it's not so easy not to do anything as well. And in fact, even if you absolutely do nothing, there's value in that.